Both of them, Phillip, both the guys are beat up, and both of them right now are still under evaluation, and so they're out right now in terms of until we continue to evaluate both of them and just see where we are. Don't want to go into the specifics of it, but on both sides of the line, we're kind of beat up like that right now. So we'll just continue the evaluation process of those guys.
It doesn't change a whole lot, and as I've said many times, everybody on our line has earned their job this year, and so we've been in a position where we're working a number of guys in different positions, so that doesn't really do anything to us right now.
Any clue on how long he's going to be gone?
I don't think it's going to be insignificant, but we'll see. But I look at practice every day, and the approach I take with my kids is we're going to come out here and play hard and physical every day, because I try to instill within them that if you're a tough guy, you're a tough guy all the time. Not just on Saturdays, not just in the big games, not just when coach is watching, and not just when we scrimmage. So I'm trying to impress upon them that every single day you got to come out and go to war. So will it tell me a little bit more? I think the one thing that it might tell me is they'll possibly feel a little bit more pressure just because we call it a scrimmage, and that might tell me something. Oh, no, I want these guys to do everything the right way. I'm a stickler for details and guys being willing to do things exactly the way we're asking them to do. If we're going to ask them to do something, then we need them to do it the right way. It's whether you're talking about them cleaning up their locker room or lining their helmets up, or taking a 6-inch zone step, or a quarterback taking the proper drop, or a receiver running a route with precision. All that becomes part of who you are, and so I'm just going to make them do it the right way.
From a knowledge standpoint, I would say yeah, but from a physical standpoint, they fight for their jobs. Those guys pushing them, and it's a good thing. This spring, they kind of wasn't getting pushed enough for me, but these freshmen really put some heat on them. So it just makes all of them better. Give freshmen the light to see that, hey, I can play, and it gives those guys say, hey, I gotta hold my position. I gotta earn mine. And they're asking a lot more questions. They want the extra time to meet. So they understand that they gotta earn it. The thing that with Darius brings, he just brings a speed of the game. Wow, he really don't understand what he brings yet. He blows by those guys sometime, and then the next play he just does something that just it's like, wow, I can't believe he did that. But when he gets it going, and the thing you got to realize, Darius played linebacker last year, and he spent a lot of time in linebacker. This is the first 5 days I've actually had a chance to coach him, and I got to remind myself of that. But he has shown flashes that this is where he needs to be at defensive end.
Well, switch him later. Coach Chiz likes tough corners. We get tough corners like Demond Washington, Charbon Bell, Nico Thorpe. Those guys all three of those guys have played other positions in the secondary. The first year we lost Sack, and Demond moved from corner to safety. It was great for us. And the last year he moved back to corner. Charbon Bell played corner, played nickel for us last year. He can do some things, and obviously Nico Thorpe has moved to safety this year. When you get tough corners, tough physical corners, lots of flexibility, defensively. So to answer your question, yes.
Was that a response?
Quicks, the hips, the body, he's built strong. And athletically he can do things and turn and make plays that you can cut off certain parts of the field. And the whole thing is, there's a speed that they're playing with today. You have got to be open to cut certain things off. You've got to have an open stance out in open field to be open to run with these guys. Well, when they double move you, you better have the hips to adjust and be able to turn, what we call speed turn or baseball turn. You've got to be able to do that out in open field, and he has that ability.
This fall camp, first few days.
Jonathan's doing a very good job. He had an interception out there today. He's tall and lanky, but still got the good hips and able to run. So, he's going to get the ball lifted a little bit more, like a Carlos Rogers and some of those guys that has that height, that's able to still turn their hips and play. Because a lot of times when you get that height, you don't have that quickness or the feet of a smaller guy that's closer to the ground, When you do, it's something special. So, you know, we all try to get that height. It's just very rare and hard to find at that position.
I can't believe I can't remember one song right now. You're like, I know them all.
There was Conjunction Junction.
It's your, yeah.
Scooping up all it's in the face.
Yep, yeah.